So watching the videos back now and thinking back to how I was feeling in those moments that I very clearly expressed, I was struggling a little bit. It's a little funny, and I think it happens to a lot of us where sometimes we psych ourselves out by making a mountain out of a molehill or whatever they say. Because the following day, that morning actually, I started re-reviewing what I felt like I needed to, researching places more in detail, and really kind of figuring out my frame of attack as well as just like chilling myself out. And that afternoon, I got a call from the first resort I dropped my resume off at, and they scheduled me for an interview 2 days later. So that really gave me like a stroke of confidence. Like I was like, okay, I can do this, even if it doesn't work out with this resort. For whatever reason, the interview doesn't work out. Just knowing that I got a call back gave me a boost in confidence. And Monday, it would have been Monday after that, was when my interview was scheduled. So I was like, I'll go to my interview and then I'll go drop off my resume at a couple of places depending on how the interview goes. And to my surprise, the morning of my interview was at like 12. The second place I visited called me and asked if I could come in that day to interview as well, because the hiring manager was going to be going out of town, so they were urgently trying to get that interview done. And so my interviews ended up being pretty much back to back. And I was very fortunate to have been offered a position with the first resort that I had the interview with. And then the second resort also offered me a position both for bartending. So originally, I only had the intention of starting with one job, and I had actually called the first resort a couple hours after the second resort offered me the position. And I said, hey, I really appreciate you having given me this opportunity. Unfortunately, I did get another opportunity elsewhere, and, they're kind of checking more of the boxes for me, but I wanted to let you know as soon as possible. And my hiring manager there was really, really great person. And he said, I understand your reasons, but I do think you would be a good fit to our culture. Would you be open to maybe working with us part-time or picking up some shifts? While you're working with them, you might find in the future that you might like to work with us a little bit more, or vice versa. So, might be worth thinking about. And for me, I was like, I said, why not? But now looking back, I'm like, okay, you're a little crazy. So I was like, heck yeah, like let's do it. Why not? To get multiple perspectives, and to kind of just really hit the pedal to the metal, right? Because that is the type of person that I am. When I am about it, I am freaking about it in like a sometimes unhealthy way. So yeah, it was like, let's do it. Why not? And just to kind of fast forward, it has now been about a week. I think if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I had posted, that I got a job offer. So I have officially started with both. And I can definitely in future videos tell you guys a little bit more about the experience. I feel super blessed to have been hired by both companies. They're both great companies. My managers are awesome, both places. Definitely different cultures in both locations, different vibes, which is nice. So I feel like from here, my big focus is just going to be becoming as effective as possible, as quickly as possible. That way, they're happy. That way, I'm happy. And ideally, I can really start to utilize this job as the stepping stone that I had intended for it to be. So, but that's to come. So for now, I'm going to be pretty busy, to say the least. I am working right now 6 days a week, and full time. So it will be a lot, but I do think it's going to help advance me more quickly. Um, and I'm just gonna have to be mindful of not burning myself out too quickly. But for now, I'm really eager and motivated and just grateful for the opportunities. So I'm going to give it my all, um, and see where it goes. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted. You can look out for more videos regarding the process, especially as I'm learning. I think because I've had a lot of people ask, what it's been like and how I got into it and everything. There's a whole world and learning curve that we don't think about or talk about, because for I think a lot of us it's like, oh yeah, bartending sounds like fun, and it absolutely I think is and is going to be, but there's a lot to consider aside from just learning the drinks, right? Like all of these nuances that you wouldn't know existed until you started doing it. So I'm super happy to share that for anyone who's had an interest in taking this career path, along with just everything else I've talked about in my latest videos. So if you like this video, I'd appreciate you like it, comment your thoughts, feedback, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, look out for more content like this. Thanks so much for joining me.